What's up, guys? So before we get the Q&A going, man, I just want to talk about something really quick. I did that stiff arm tutorial and I'm so glad that it helped you guys out. I'm glad that you guys have benefited from it. But the thing is, I can't decide which tutorial to do next because so far it's just 50-50. Some guys want to see the spin move tutorial, some guys want to see the juking tutorial. So let me know in this video right here, in these comments, let me know which one you guys want to see more, and I'll do my best to get that one out as soon as possible. But anyways, man, let's get to this Q&A real quick. First question is, what is your PSN? It is tinospade. I will put it in the description so you'll see it. Can you do a flashback Vic review? Funny you ask that, man, because last night I actually did pick up the flashback Vic. This guy has been requested for so long, man. I finally got to him, so his review might possibly come out tonight. I can't really guarantee that, but definitely tomorrow night at the latest. Next is Tino. I can make you some awesome channel art. I did send you a message, bro. Hit me up if you get that message. MVP Donnell, not sure how you pronounce that name, but I'm just gonna go with Donnell. MVP Donnell, please. I'll do my best, bro. Next question is Team of the Year Talib. Here's the thing, guys. I picked up Team of the Year Talib around maybe the second or third day he came out, and I was hoping he would be a beast, but honestly my first 4 games with him, he was getting killed. Now I've heard good things about Talib. Believe me, I'm not saying he's a bad card because I only played like 4 games with him, but those 4 games he was getting killed over and over and over again, man. Guys like Brandon Marshall, guys like Michael Irvin were catching over him like nothing. And I'm not talking about like 1 or 2 times a game. No, I'm talking about like 4 or 5 times a game. And that was just ridiculous. After the 4th time, I got tired of it. I resold him immediately and got my coins back, or at least some of them back. Now I know some guys were saying he's a beast, he's great, he's one of the best corners. You know, I'm glad he plays great for you. I just did not like the way he played for me. So a few guys have requested to leave, but I'm just not ready to go back to that guy yet and get burned again. And there was no way that it was my fault because I was not clicking on or nothing. I was letting him do his own thing, and he was still getting beat. I could not deal with that. So maybe later on down the road I'll do it again, but I cannot promise anytime soon because I just do not feel like getting beat and losing game after game because of Talib like I did those 4 games. Anyways, next one is, do you like using your corners, linebackers, or safeties? By now, most of you guys know I only use the D-line. I only use my linebackers if it's absolutely necessary, like 3rd and 17. Then, of course, I'll try to use the linebacker. But for the most part, I just use the D-line. Next one is, if I were number 13, I would never give my scheme out either. Yeah. Actually, I'm not number 13 anymore. I'm actually number 16, I believe, or 15. I did drop a few spots. But that's mainly because, because I am asking my subscribers to help me out with these reviews. I'm not needing to play as many games on defense, so I can definitely, the amount of games I'm playing is not as much as it, as it once was, because, it's getting cut in half. Not a bad thing, believe me, not a bad thing. It definitely saves time, so that's probably why I'm dropping down a few spots, because I'm not needing to play as many games as before. How much time per week do you put into Madden? At best, I'll try to get in at least maybe 3 or 4 games a day, when I get the chance. That's about it. But sometimes, of course, I'm not home, so that definitely sucks, but I try to average at least 4 games a day if I can. Yeah, a running back tutorial. I feel that a full running back tutorial with juke, spin, and all that would take a little bit longer than most. That's why I break them down into stiff arm tutorial, juke tutorial, like little pieces. I feel those are much shorter videos and much easier to do. So I don't think I will ever do like a full running back tutorial. I feel that would take too long. But anyways, I definitely do not mind just breaking them down into pieces. Do a 98 Emmitt Smith review. Some guys have actually offered me that card to to loan to me, and I definitely will do a review on him as soon as I can. But I'm just been doing a lot of running backs lately, so I'm trying to branch out to other offensive positions for now. I definitely am just almost burnt out with all these running back reviews, so don't worry, his review will come soon as I can get it done at least. Next question, those stacked teams must hate losing to you with a budget squad. That might have been the case before. Yeah, I definitely had a budget squad before, but now I definitely picked up some nice cards, like like I said, Michael Irvin, Dickerson. Oh, and speaking of that, on defense, my previous video I did mention that I picked up this Malcolm Smith because Joey Porter, great running or linebacker, believe me, great linebacker, but too often I would see him get beat with outside runs because like I said, everybody has David Johnson or these Bo Jackson. Everybody has these really fast running backs, and Joey Porter would try to run them down, but sometimes he would just be too slow. I was hitting that, so I picked up Malcolm Smith. Man, this guy is ridiculous, man. 94 speed. There are not many running backs that are gonna beat him to the edge. And I just recently, like about an hour ago, picked up this Derrick Brooks. I have said so many times that BCA Davis was my one of the staples of my defense. But he only has 87 speed, and he's even slower than Joey Porter. And as good as he was in coverage, I think he had like 91 zone. Believe me, he was a great linebacker. But the thing is, that speed was definitely show up from time to time when guys would run to the edge and just beat him to the edge. So I picked up this this ultimate freeze, Derek Brooks. 91 speed is great. I think he has like 93 zone, so I'm definitely not gonna be hurting in the zone area. But definitely nice to have a nice little upgrade in that department. And that's really about it. Not really much anything else. I think I really will do a review on the Jason Taylor. I think only like one person has asked for it so far, but I think that I might just do it on my own because the guy is just a pass rushing beast, man. He just is so disruptive and so great, man. I just feel like I should do a review on him. So if you guys want to see a review for him, and let me know in the comments. Anyways, next I got off topic there. Next question. Could you review Team of the Year Doug Martin? He's relatively cheap, and I'm wondering if he is a sleeper. I actually did just do a review for him, man. He's definitely a great card, great spin card. So if you see this, man, I'm hoping you've already seen his review. Next question. I agree with you. I know you're better than me, but in my opinion, can you be really good and have a great team with a good scheme? I think you should try and go down that route. Yeah. I've said before so many times, scheme over team, but if you've got a great team and you've got a great scheme, you will be very tough to stop. And even though I do not have a great team yet, I have a good team, believe me. I'm not saying it's a bad team. I have a good team, but it's not great yet. Believe me. Look, my corners are seasoned vet Tillman and draft Peterson. Those are obviously not the highest rated cards. I want to get that Charles Woodson back, but I need these coins to to help me out with these reviews. So I can't just go spending all my coins on Woodson as much as I would like to. So I definitely have a good team, just not a stacked team. But maybe one day, hopefully one day in the future, I'll get there. Next question. Should I keep Clinton Portis and flashback CJ or MVP Ivory and CJ? I would say flashback CJ and team MVP Ivory because, one's really good at breaking tackles, the other one's good at running. Clinton Portis can do both, but the thing is that if you keep Ivory and Portis, you'll be trying to break tackles with both of them, and you won't really be switching it up, and you'll be a little more predictable on offense. So with CJ, you should definitely be able to bounce to the outside, and with Ivory, you should be running up the middle more often, which will throw your opponent off. Like he won't know what you're trying to do. So I would say CJ and team MVP Ivory would be the best combination there. Hey man, thanks for the stiff arm tutorial. Helped out a ton. I'm glad it did, man. And the last question is, can you review the preseason elite Jared Hayne? I do remember when the game first came out and his card came out, I picked him up. I played a few games with him. Was not really that impressed, but at that time I was not really good at stiff arming. And I saw that he has like a 98 stiff arm and he's 6'2", so I definitely want to pick him up and try him one more time, see if I can get any kind of success with him now that I know what I'm doing. He's not that fast. I think he has like 89 speed, which is not great, especially nowadays with everybody having these really fast linebackers. So when I get a chance, I would definitely try him out just to see what I can do with him. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the end of the Q&A, man. This was definitely a much shorter version of the Q&A, but don't forget, if you want requests, leave them in the comments. Also, the tutorials, let me know, do you want a juking tutorial first or a spinning tutorial? Let me know in the comments which one you want to see first, guys. If you have any questions, also remember, my next Q&A might not be for like another week, so it will definitely give you guys time to think of a good question. So remember, leave your questions in this Q&A. I will do my best to get these Q&As out as often as I can. But anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all boys for the next Q&A. Peace.